Bastard. You're gonna give me a bloody heart attack then. Whoa, what the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as...
On screen, Bagley.
Fucking hell, we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
Well, my sister's at the Tone Conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other
Hổ
bomb
old
sites.
school嚟
If
個唔
you
會
can
呢
reach
啲
it,
I can shut it all down.
呢啲懶係未來科技。
Sabine?
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached!
係咩啊？
Go! The roof!
係啊，我哋未進化到現代人㗎，我哋仲係，我哋要去邊度？其實啲陷
Sabine, what's going
阱
on?
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath.
應該乜都 set 晒就啱㗎啦。
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get
哇！
everything.
邊度嚟㗎？啲槍聲，
Locations.
好驚喎！
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck.
快啲！快啲！快啲！快啲！快啲！快啲！
Okay.
呢度100%。
Bagley's down. You're on your own. Dalton, if this goes.
快啲！快啲！快啲！
I'll see
喂，
you at the
做咩
rally
棘
point.
住啊
I promise.
Good luck.
哇！哇！咁近都打唔中，吔屎啊！哇，好難瞄啊！好難瞄啊！啊，我 miss 啊，陰公咯！中未啊 ？OK， 雪力，係咪有啲咩可以攞？淨係可以攞子彈，唔可以攞槍。佢把槍好似好勁。每一個鏡頭都要有倫敦嘅景點，先知道佢喺倫敦。Raymond 嚟睇下呢啲，好 old school。
You still think you're here to save London? I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work? Killing thousands of people?
Exactly. To save the world.
Exactly.
You do know Londoners have died before, hmm? The plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. and it begins today. 0 day.
0 day。
It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my god.
死了。
A series of explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected.
Mourners gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families and indeed to an entire city. London is now laser-focused.
At 10 Downing Street, where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec, terrorist group responsible. Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be
Operations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
Overdue cleanup as crime numbers take a dive. Illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5
呢台你
largest
覺得
criminal
應唔應該加
syndicates.
翻個 logo 上
Streets
去
of
啲啊？因為都算係二創過。
As Albion's
怕唔怕啲人
mandate is
偷圖啊？
extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs, thanks to the deployment.
News outlets, reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated, possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of a few...
Reprimand the public about the circulation of fake news. Conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to expound those theories on camera. The facts any other story.
撈得好耐啊，好渣。
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie,
I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think if anything, DedSec showed their true colours.
哇，原來好核突㗎喎，質感，啲腳喺度咁樣行，接受唔到喎。如果我個靈魂喺呢個咁嘅嘢入邊，我嘅意識喺呢度入邊，去邊㗎？
Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings?
Oh, trust me, Claire. They didn't do it alone. They're all in on it. The government, Albion, Sirs, Bloom, Sky Bloody Larson, and all the way up to Downing Street. They want to keep us scared, harness us with mind control. Suck every last ounce of usefulness out of us, and even in death they'll sell off our bodies.
And what do you suggest we do, Crypto King?
Go underground. Deep enough, no electric signal can get you. It's the only way.
Well, thank you to all of our callers today, and thank you for tuning in and scouting for the truth along with me. Next week, Buccaneer Radio will be diving into the Albion Corporation. Just who are these men and women being paid lucrative amounts for the city's defence? Are they protecting us? Protecting London? Or someone else's interests? See you next week, fellow pirates. Claire Waters out.
Wow!哇！嘈晒，點上去啊？死咯！哦，見到。唉，咩科技仲喺度行樓梯？要點樣呢？呢度點樣上去啊？呢度？哦，我卡咗呢一度，喊唔出嚟。OK， 原來咁樣跳。
Is worse than I thought. But there's a candidate. Looks like you're DedSec's best hope.
啊，揀邊個啊？哇！保姆有槍啊！咩玩法 ？Podcast 無人機好似幾有用。買衫有折喎呢個。有冇用呢？依家要無人機有冇用啊？定係之後就會有㗎啦？ 咁型仔嘅呢個藝人，詩人要忘記啦。啊？等陣先，係咪呢個啊？好啊，呢個。Yo, what's up?
Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you.
哈哈，你
I'll
仲未
send
死
you the
喎！
coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Ah, sure. Whatever.
呢架車係我嘅。等陣先，點樣 set 嗰個？唔係呢度，應該係呢個。篤。OK。啊！調轉咗條路。哇！已經撞唔爛咗架車，定咩？快咗。呢個係我安全屋定咩？
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
咁傻嘅呢個
I've been caught up in some spy movie. This is mental.
DedSec 自己人都要自己咁樣解鎖，傻豬嚟嘅。
One of Sabine's, are you?
唉
I'll see you
呀
downstairs later then.
，go go go！ 嗯？喺呢度。
You got this, blood. Stay cool. You're hard.
幾 vintage 喎！ 睇睇嗱。Okay.
Yo, yo.
Anyone here?
Better turn on the juice.
喂，去邊㗎 ？Hello。點樣做到㗎？啱先嗰個。
Coming up in today's episode of the
好恐怖喎！五大訴求。可唔可以跑啊？冇得跑。點解咁難篤嗰啲嘢？咩嚟㗎呢個？咩事？
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Bro, it's cool. You know Sabine? She's my mate.
Sabine's alive?
She's my mate.
That's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
點樣 connect 咧？行快少少，大佬。誒，咩嚟㗎嗰個？
Sick. Got something here.
磁片，又係啲咸豐年代產物。活動。
Ah, that's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
So, Bagley Bags, if DedSec didn't bomb the city, then who did?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call.
唉，個副眼鏡好超喎！因為你睇下佢副眼鏡，傻仔嚟。佢應該係有啲唔知咩科技嗰啲。依家咪有啲眼鏡咧，係有埋個嗰啲耳機啊。 有埋相機啊嗰啲嘢，係啊！
你請我食飯啊！
我冇錢啊！真係冇錢啊！
Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even
都可以
slightly.
嘅，
The
可以
last
請
record I
你
have is
嘅。
of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any
仲有
bells?
啲錢可以俾20蚊嘅。
But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Oh my days. How's a girl like you get out of that clash?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden.
我想問唔同角色嘅對白有冇唔同㗎？定係全部都一些一樣，只不過個人唔同咗？即係會唔會因為嗰個人嘅角色唔同咗，佢語氣又變？會唔會有
Yeah, bruv. Look, it's hard out here for DedSec, man. I've always wanted to roll with you lot, but I don't want to get murked or anything, innit?
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can.
如果又會做得仔細啲咯，即係譬如每個角色，我揀個保姆講嘢，同揀個心理學家講嘢，同揀個藝人講嘢都會唔一樣㗎嘛。大幹一場。Welcome to
Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit.
梗係要換衫先啦 ，equipment。哦，啲點數咧就嚟盛裝嘅。了解。好彩都唔係太柒啫呢個人，我轉頭先有得買，行得好衰啊嘛！你睇下呢個人，好似大猩猩咁樣。要靠買，喺邊度買？呢個抵玩啲啊嘛。
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec...
唔想聽。睇我嘅特務裝備新裝備 ，OK。
We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
一定要買啊！原來個西裝幾型啊！冇錢喎，都冇錢嚇，換底嗰件換嚟做咩？哇！好 old school 啊，揀唔落喎，點搞啊？哇！揀唔到啊！但係冇啊！哇！呢個係係咪一定要有啲
？You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when someone cocks a punch at you.
I'll be right down.
唔好殺死人。
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy.
Okay.
Couldn't have done that better myself.
哎呀，好渣嗰啲無縫設計，咁都要撈。我哋要追求進步噶嘛，梗係要時時挑剔啦。嚇，咁都要撈。
Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. That's it.
哇！會自動慢動作。哇！打佢嘆嘆要，好痛啊！哇！Raven 姐姐，秒斷。
Gear in order? Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant. I'm working out how we find Zero Day and ruin their day, but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
Sorry， 翻嚟。有啲咩做㗎？影相？乜鬼啊？ 呢個咩空間嚟嘅？呢個位係咁中二病嘅呢個 pose。
All right, let's do this. Where do we start?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.